up nechi be prapra ne ho achi kra say teams no Enzo Maresca in the interview was say Chelsea players in the benya 3 weeks break instead of 1 month, I think they okay 1 month now or doing say going to menje. And here when ya extra 1 week or here or yeah idea. So what my players no a year 3 weeks a year break. And they in chess still Chelsea hope say omode one a year attacker ever beka home. Na omo anticipate say brand friend Nicholas Jackson ane eye Christopher Nkuku likely say one here about ko anase mienu ni nyina betumi aden every team no mu ti o mefiri mu dia kwan bia so no o me try say o me sign replacement na no na report ni do na say eye brand friend no Garnacho Alejandro Garnacho it means still Chelsea supporters July no now so still ni dini that's one na mu a na fe abrante aye friend no aye uko aye bobu ko aye friend no Aston Villa, yes, Morgan Rogers na ebe room ni ahwe se wo hwe Garnacho ene Morgan Rogers a wo se ba ko be join Chelsea hwan ene wo se oba ye de emunchire mu ni be de ebe bro ye ho analysis na fe bibia tumi akoye ene report ne kira a utumi say yes Bayern Munich for mo so mo pe eye left winger na pe left winger bro Chelsea ne be fa abrante aye frɛ no eye Nkuku still Omo kwako piemu ewo eye Liverpool na omo enim se abrante efe no Abraham Diaz kwa Abraham Diaz no ese akwa no the wage o gene te se fia bi te se no manum kiti bi ti akwa na nkasa wa anyi so pese o ye de ofri Liverpool bobo ko bi ko ofri ho no okọ different team obeji skase epuchu na basaba ho na Liverpool for ka chem say come on kono a mo scared to player na basa twen ho ene name ti ene che say Bayern Munich for the 67.5 million euros be around 60 million or 56 million pounds e dey akoso mo kofa abrante efe no Luis Diaz na no na Liverpool for say hwe mo da yen ye ba eye Bundesliga no 100 million plus ene yen de be fa eye player ba ku feel bal ba ku si na wo ba be fa ya kokko be dia ono waje liga wo de say na e ba nti kono cover 100 million bra to ma reject eye bid no outright nya sanketo akra na akola wiso bi e wo eye Olympic Marseille ye frɛ no Thiago Almada na ese akwa we ono na be replace eye Lionel Messi e wo eye Argentina national team no wo be kai a ebra Lyon e be hia Man United na Lyon for the 10 against 11 be kai a enye easy nka Lyon for ni yi Man United for ni dey free mkra abrante no dia kan chese enye easy oni ball ni oni ball papa is Atletico Madrid for epen wo hono ma enya sam keto akra dan deal adema aye Real Madrid abrante fen Alvaro Carreras na me no kan wakwa piemu ewo eye Real Madrid for any na wia enye asam keto akra yes confirmed abrante fen John Henderson wa joining Brentford ho no na enei ewiase nyina sensation abrante fen Lamine Yamal akra no news ene na makra no ho no yebedi hu komo esa se de akra no eye no enso ani news ene nam ne ho no enye correct would this negative news near the be have impact to abrante no so anase have yebedi san komo na afi bibie atumi akon kan e ho no Christian Mosquera nei sene medicals no aye bibia chese Arsenal no all sign e de amom transfer news ni de bebre ho we ene ye bobo so na afi wo hu de ye bewuram yi na afi yetimu eye de ekone de ba atumi de ama ye be kwa Asante Kotoko news efi oba ne kire se nei eye abrante aye friend Justice Blay nkomo bi okodi ye na afi ne yeso ye ba be kan de ko ya asem ne ba ye nya botre etiem tietiemu hu ba bia no kra no wo because yem di asem na chi gidigidi ne ye me cafe la show be hu na afi on sakosi fam ti ye hu the details e ba ne yeso ye de adwen chat me de ba show ne live ewo Facebook my bet na what in temu my bet na what in temu na the Africa no aye den asoso my bet na what in temu na the Africa no aye den asoso na bibia no atumi akoyi my bet na what the Africa na aye den asoso na bibia atumi akoyi sa so na ABN Radio 1 wo Facebook and street is watching wo Facebook ukopie mu ewo YouTuber YouTube no de atienie MYBET.AFRICA TV MYBET.AFRICA TV and that screen so no enti join your hona fi bibia ntumi enye de enkoye na emom ukopie mu ewo TikToker sports.arena.news and uko Telegram account baby ho ye didwa no Sports Arena Telegram on yancho MYBET education no tew na afi yensa emra metwa enkomo no so money man mo akwaba
list to amjo
bibia e kama de
kama
yes na me de me ma awramu wo MYBET education no Black Queens Andra nyasam keto akra they needed a victory and omutimi share Tanzania 4-1 and omukom anim Saturday omone Algeria and ebo hon ti be dis ankomo na bia tumi akwa yenramu MYBET education
list to say remember MYBET education and ye share hanu nim se show ni be koso ama bibia ko bokwa na MYBET.AFRICA and aso ya sense na show ni be koso and yenim say games na abafem especially with FIFA Club World Cup na ko ne wie other games na course be brain so ko ne wie ya no nti any club friendlies and a pre-season games na ya de ba ko a etwa MYBET.AFRICA nti any opese we discuss still club friendlies UEFA qualifiers no enso etwegu MYBET.AFRICA any kwan bia so no unso betimi afa sky on platform ni so nti any join na unso be kan busua no ko www.MYBET.AFRICA we on platform now top right corner be hu icon be a circle ni green me aso we hu login and register register ya me a register ne so na afidie three simple steps onso betimi aba be kan busua no first step phone number the audio mobile money transaction so bo she ho na afidie we move call the next step username our person the two accounts so to betimi use udin nickname edin bi a person use bi a betimi de a she ho na afidie the password no atwa so na e de twa to no we are me register ne so MYBET for best and do verification code now they are verify our account no verify account you aba became busuan ho afide run platform no na fiscal omo kase ne three options and omo dey mind see embra platform ne so be fiscal the di kan aka bonus omo ma 1500% se kwan bia so no bonus ne munyedu other betting platforms say ma 1000 MYBET 3500 asanta echi and we selections no now sika ne mu nso eyedu MYBET.AFRICA ensi ho a bet builder and the pre-season games because we were games and him say go say pie corners bookings ya de ba kwa pre-season friendlies ni dey we betimi enya ho nti ene we on platform about 10 options for one game so into game ba ko bia be fe bia or 10 options so betimi apiki now so odds ni mu ayedu MYBET.AFRICA say obi o ho an bet hye na any day ebu obe sori anopa kwa na bia ne refi imposo be hye bet MYBET.AFRICA enu nti no o me introduce bet feet we bet feet no MYBET ape expect o mo be hye bet amount na afide wakwa kutwa nti obi beka so o mo hye bet na bia nom de ba kwa asem afi mu ama na kosai da bi nti ene bet feet no mia de opa out na opa no select we a de obe ne say afide wa betimi eyim asesa ebi o mama mo straight we betimi an win or draw asesa ma na ba bedu senia wo pe na afide o de kakra ta echi afiska nti MYBET de kwan bia so no mo boan amansu yetimi afiska nti edi kwa ko weekend ni mu ko MYBET.AFRICA register na onso be kan busuan no.
Right, it's MYBET and yedi and I say yedi ho dance to me ama bia betwa better asundwe wo ho udi a wonsa beka osika MYBET but mo dia na oni hwimbo mo mienhwe say transfers no and the aka but lami yama just dey pa no waye munchire atiefo na mo foto because lami yama de yenyina etie betuma tunufu yenyina e wa betuma tunufu because ye chiri ba kra ye betuma tunufu na bibia tuma koyeti dien pa na yese waye.
Yes, I think with Lami Ama asem na ekosu na agina ni 18th birthday oye na I think with a birthday party no oye no ohwe nyama ba ko mienu bi fine oye party a obe friend nkofo a onu ni mom yenim se party de obie mu a wanye lucky a obi a wunim ni kwa baba or de asema ba be hyew intina ni birthday party ni ade ba ko ekoso and I think there is a lot of concerns nkɔfoɔ mo ba birthday party ni bɛyɛ den ɛbɛ perform yɛ na ohwɛ mu yie ɛkɔ into details a performance ne nyɛ obi a performance bi akɔfa musician bi so mba bɛ perform but sɛbi ɔmo a memfa nte bi a ɔmo nwa ana ɔmo yɛ ɔmo tenten ne wɔ fam kakra ɛna ɔkɔfɔm sɛ ɔmo mbra no ɔmo bɛyɛ den ɔmo mba mbɛ perform wɔ birthday party na se na ukɔ Spain a yɛwɔ association bi a ɔmo nso memfa sɛ dwarfs ana bi ɔmo tenten ɛni soro no ɔmo association bi a sɛ bibi kɔ tia ɔmo a ɔmo nso timi ɛtwerɛ ɛkɔma aban ne sɛ bi a yɛsɛ ni sɛ tia yɛn na ɛnam no so no yɛn nso yɛpɛsɛ yɛgyina mu ɛgye yɛn right ana bibi a sɛ yɛ protect yɛn nti ɛno na ɛde nsɛmsɛm naba no na saa nsɛmsɛm ni na akɔ so no performer baako nso abie mu aba abɛka sɛ oh adeɛ na ɔmo kɔyɛ ne kora yɛtua ɔmo ka na yankwa nkɔyɛ ɔmo ayakayaka deɛ bi ɔmo kɔkɔ perform kɔ saa ɛgye ɔmo sika kɔ fie but yɛn na enim sɛ privileges ɛkɔma nkɔfo bebree especially maybe disables ɛne nyama baako mmienu bi nti saa privilege na ne Spain aban ɛhwɛ so ɔmo bɛyɛ investigation kɛseɛ etimi ewe mu ɛwɔ Lamine birthday no den ne kɔsi yɛ otua nkɔfoɔ ne ka na performance no mba bɛ perform yɛ ɛnam bibi so a maybe abuse bi nso ba ya na ɛno na ba bɛ raise a lot of concern nsɛm yi kɔ so na model bi ɔyɛ Instagram model ɔno nso aba bɛ raise concern sɛ obi wɔ Lamine camp contacting no sɛ ɔmo hia girls bɛyɛ 12 to 15 ɔmo nso bɛba na deɛ ma asɛm no kura san ɛsere ne sɛ ɔmo san de specs ɛba sɛ ɔmo pɛ mbaa maybe ɔmo nufoɔ te sɛ size ɔmo pɛ na ɔmo mbra birthday party na sinti ɛnam ɛno so no ɛnam ansɛm na bebree ba according to that is model a friend no I think Calvo ɔbɛka sɛ after that ni Instagram ɔmo bɛ hack yɛnti ontimi mpo nya information or the ana chat ni hu details or the beba nti ene nsɛmsɛm ɛkɔ so but I think Lamine Yamal ye wura season ni ko ne wie ɛkɔ pre-season mu yi ne hu nsɛmsɛm adɔso dodo and at the age of 18 nim sɛ we na the first member say major pre-season and major holidays ɔkɔ starting the ball no academy afi no abo the full season na and ne wi basa players a yetu ɔmo ka yi ɔka ho bi nti ene at the age of 18 yenim sɛ obi ampa ball amane so betimi do the level of Messi the level of Ronaldo because he has talent pure talent ni bi ache ye but say otiti nsɛmsɛm say ya at the question mark bebree ba say you who players are no mukuta talent sɛ Lamine Yamal ɛnam nyama ba ko mienu so mentimi ndu the highest level the likes of Robinho mu ye who performance are no obo Real Madrid even no movie to Man City ene other prison enyama ntimi ko ye who players are enigye ene nyama outside football no mu nte so ni ntie na me no so no omo carry an ntimi anko ni me hwɛ sɛ ne papa ne maame omo no me nkofo omo bɛn ni yi ene ɛso omo timi gine metu ni etimi tu ne fo but ebe futu na ne papa mpo de nko gine ni mpo sin Lamine Yamal no nti no ye hwɛ sɛ Barcelona fo nso be gine because ene is a player no ebenya court nsɛmsɛm ne etwe no ye be kan apate asɛm wa ye refer Benjamin Mendy nso nsɛm wa ene emfa ho sɛ party ho nsɛmsɛm no obi de asɛm aba abɛhyɛ o rape ana bibise we di 18 etimi do gina court di wasɛm nti ɛso ɔto ne bo ase ɛwɔ enigi opɛsɛ ɔgye enim sɛ at the age of 18 any sika wonya any exposure wonya de any enigi na nambat sɛ wan to bo ase a obi ba akɔfa ne san aba be san wa wanyɛ lucky a ball na opɛsɛ obodu enim no ontimi mbo aba bɛyɛ asɛm bebree ama Barcelona team ama wiase na ama the Spanish national team aba bɛ ha adwinye ɛwɔ.
All right.
Yeah, Listo, with Lamine Yamal issue, no, man, the last time, MYBET said, if a young player, it will be a Niger and they were here, the generation, social media a very big deal. Gone were the days are now because most of the footballers, some of the things they were doing, you know, and you say be a paparazzi be, and I say reporter be, and the Beko who didn't send me a babble, you wouldn't even notice it. It be a Ronaldo and I'm club be say and I play away and I'm Hase and I play be say Germany. So there's a reason why some of these players sometimes if they are doing some things they try to avoid the media. Now I don't see what is wrong with a young player. Obedi 18 also or a birthday party. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, obi or we as whether you are a footballer, whether you are a teacher, whether you are a journalist, obi a din birthday. And the milestone at Branton are hitting, that is the 18 year. If some Brazilian, if Uncle Africa, and Caffeine and do times also could sign a professional contract as a footballer. But then as a homegrown player, I know you're Spanish international. Onyane debut at the age of 15, my Barcelona, 18. All these 3 years, and now with these years, what he has achieved as a player, and then at a young age, if currently say both players are, they deserve to win the Ballon d'Or. A lot of people, or let's say 50% of the football fraternity or industry, a bit more about Lamine Yamal should win. And in fact, I believe that Nyame Adma October Ballon d'Or in October, he might be one of the players that they will climb the podium. So if he is reaching 18 years older, me I don't see anything bad about it. And is he after, before even this incident, Rafael van der Vaart beka say na osoro of chin nika conform and or share ebesansu chin nika conform. People are hoping say how the presence on social media and some of maybe akataseme wo the money na ebema na retabalisi aside football obia one personality people obia o ade man energy. And you know Lamine Yamal is fond of these TikTok social media challenges, videos, parties and other stuffs. And the way we see a fan who team say enya katani ketwa kra more than Dennis back what he has here. You know, I don't see nothing wrong with the 18-year-old superstar holding when you're 18 years at what to party. But then with this dwarfs issues are ebemuno. I don't know if it's against the laws of maybe people are they are musicians, because listen, if these people are the association of feels disrespect to them, say Lamine Yamal behind these people to come and perform or ni party as no. I don't know the exact issues, and I will try and get more. But then if these people have say, although they are all the same, we can call them maybe persons with disability and now be but then if they are people ball live band, and even if they are disabled person with disability now I mean, is it, I don't know if a small company or a group of people they perform, they dance, and choreography. That's a Lamine Yamal echo form a party. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Almost a dwarfism said then.
Yes, that is what make us say. You see, on say
investigating,
and I make us say, maybe they say, I don't know the rules are or break here, but to me on the normal,
the Spanish rules, then we need. Almost say that is the rules are about out. It's illegal to use people with disability for entertainment that provokes or mock them. Inti eno no mujina so na enam sa rules we no say Spanish government no e check bibia na bia timiko ya, they will now fine Lamine Yamal of 600,000. That's 600,000 euros to 1 million euros. Iska on the beto ni so betua. So in the Spanish media and in the Spanish way country, you know, using people like this to do performance to mock them, no, to a problem. And now the issue is about not he taking them to perform, but it's about mocking, because now the party's main theme was about this mafia gangster type of thing. It's cake about bonting, any pictures about bonting now shows anyamano. It's a new thing or mu say some investigation who say the people were not brought in just to mock them, but they were brought in to maybe perform,
and they got paid.
Yes, from the message.
Yes, so that is maybe anger because
from the message of one performer knew, or see, no one was disrespected us. We were allowed to work in peace. We were normal people who dedicated ourselves to do what we love in an absolutely legal way. We dance, we do magic, and all type of shows.
Yeah, so that is my point. And he said these are people they play shows, and you say bia Lamine Yamal na akoso say chale mumra come demo e ade omo ye, and he I don't know, maybe okunwo mu show baby he was happy with it. Now say the bed of Omaba, but then there are other associations, they also believe that is the persons with disability omo say we mono, and I feel say I didn't also find call for call perform. But then I that is why I'm say they are doing investigation. I know that Lame Yama has no legal team to have explanations because it wasn't like say a conform by normal strong. They came to entertain the people who came to the party and they got paid. And the people are on performing and also the home state and say it's not like it is something they do. Whether or more people with disability or whether they are doing it for people or who say they are at least they are okay, you know. They came to do their work and they got paid. So I mean to me I don't see anything but I say
that's an who wants some too much.
And I make us say you see we are sang people there's a reason why most footballers would want to keep their private life off the social media. And Lami Yama listo he hasn't been accused of Zebia or Korepi and now Okoko Boni. Ni case ni na say ope energy. And that is all people are talking about. And then I was watching a video and says Fabregas A2 young footballers say people should invest in the young footballers on he will advise them say they shouldn't even spend money on watches and luxury cars, but they should use the money to hire chefs or movie private trainers more mentality psychology and mental training to help them. And after football they can use it to buy whatever luxury things they like. And Lami Yama, you see, if they see I can say Obinka any negative idea this boy here apart from playing football, apart from social media arrangements, then so Okwakobobo na Abia o posted something to motivate himself, and people believe that he's arrogant, especially share Omugema the Champions League among Kwakoboze. No posted be see you as a the El Clasico no posted be see you tonight. Then yes, Okwaku delivered. It might be something that is motivating him. Or I'm not getting speaker. Wash had to go say Lamazia. No, sad no.
But you think at the news if he outside, so a lady be by 30-year-old no, whole lot of, and you know how the media can be a distraction to a footballer. The media can really disturb you.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of players are only living a very low life, and you see. We see Cristiano Ronaldo, we see Messi near there, how they maintain their private life near there, so they don't be on the spotlight, especially nyama any field of play. Name nyama outside, it can really disturb you. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Say, or a young guy, I think say yes, you might be doing the right things, but right things, you know. The public and I say how the media treats you know very very crucial going into the your life ahead of you, and especially your long career ahead. And then okobobo baako na say form na nko yepe easy say people can refer to say now no instead of so be concentrating on the ball off the field ne nyama no ahead take and yenyine in Barcelona players they are not like this. Even Ronaldinho near there, no. Difficult so betting off the field. I think Ronaldinho it was after the career and he realizes now grass nyama busy now. Barcelona players are not like this. So why is he particularly doing things like this? Obi or what 30 years near there then I was say na akolaketwa afi na was starting years anyama we. E bet my yes but omo baby omo operating no. The atmosphere no more operating. Ehia sound mind. Ehia, you know, any other. And you name say, if there is a player, make Marcus even off the ball, even on the field, crown issue how or carrying on. I have it told on him, Vinicius Junior. How the media, the Bianas and Hunsem, you can clearly see they have it told on him. So. Yes, you might see say a normal way, but I think the media does too much.
But I also think his parents, so they need to play a role in his career. Those say any papa and mommy in some course said they are not married, they are divorced, but I think this is the time I saw Munsu Jinemu Emano because you can't have your off season and then you use the off season who players we no mu training no mu say but during the off season you know about be rumors from this one to this one to this one to this one, and I think say we share into the details of the party. Now the party one Oma allow phones into the party,
so
Oma allow
a secret
into
court.
the party and also now raise a lot of concerns.
There was no pictures. Now Ronaldo Mukromo get together. Omuka no.
Into answer my point, no, I was building a point. Say he is Lamine Yamal. Me, I didn't know about Lamine Yamal. Say he is active on social media, and that is what we've not been seeing about these legends of Motrium. And you see, him not allowing people to take phones to the birthday party might be a caution or an advice from the management, because you see, say let's talk about my birthday party this year, right?
Any birthday party, any team, any birthday party in details.
No, that is the make an intimacy. This guy, because this year, I did Bonia, Lamine Yamal, people are reporting. You know anything significant?
On your bonnie.
Yes, that is what makes us on only generation. No, and social media no active. I've never seen
the likes of Desire Day, the likes of Kopama.
The likes of you can never compare. Desire Day.
Desire Day was
what I'm saying is a lifestyle. Whether you like it or not, the lifestyle. And advice in say, if he continues to put his lifestyle out there, and then I used to work on Ronaldinho lifestyle. A lot of people knew Andrine or Robin Home. They had lifestyle, but the thing is, at that time they were not social media freaks. But when BBB posted everything posted, and he is young, so maybe they're not making say. If he's going to enjoy or nakata no be PP, now say at the end of the day, he will also train hard because Okoshia Nema, he posted it. We didn't see a lot of people even making it a big of a deal. So Okoshia one of the football icons. Oh, Brazil after a season on the Bobo Beach. You understand? Pictures by out. On one they posting more pictures in the by out. But then the birthday, you know, people know say Charlie, this is a boy. Because I can tell you that apart from Barcelona fans, a lot of Madrid people and a lot of Barcelona rivals would want this boy to feel, oh, no, it's not originally too much. A lot of people, especially a lot of and even the Ghanaian players. I know a lot of players are back when they break her. Nearma yet during the season, they do it, but they don't post on social media, so you won't get to see. But me then say once he's enjoying a month, he knows that. So Obama perform this is a Barcelona. You who dance for Fatima by Obi better be position. But then the thing is, because in life, be anything you post on social media, no, it might be a caution from the management. Because me used to, if Lamine Yamal is under my agency, then I've seen say because of the lifestyle, how he's active on social media, you know, people I say people want to get a negative side from whatever he's doing. Right? Me too for say this birthday. Me some young birthday party list to oba ho. Na say be obaya adibia ebia emfata. Someone my report say oh list to mensa grinding one at Vincent's party. That one when did on be highlight. Lamine Yamal say Ansu Fati ko the party no ne oba be ko bibia. Na say you report ne ba Ansu Fati did this at Lamine Yamal's birthday party. So it was a deliberate attempt to avoid any bad reportage outside say young man birthday. Ni birthday na mama ni papa boni ho. A lot of grown-ups were there. Apart from no for sounds to invite some any other streamers. So they didn't allow people to bring in phones for people to be taking pictures in the manner be out a bad reportage. But me, I think that he knows that there's a lot of my friend say reports, attention on him, especially aside from football. Because as a young player like this, if you ever report anything about Lamine Yamal, it should be about football. By Namika say, one more time, Nico Williams say, everything they do, they post on social media. So once they are not off social media, there's a reason why some of the players who won't go on social media.
To be honest, a distraction.
Yes, a distraction.
Some of the abuse, because you will be more on Jimmy say obetima ba be post so or we show so be woo.
Yes.
Any other. So social media ne dear no kwenya me anim. It doesn't matter the age awo.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the era. For your own sanity. Your own sanity. Because you cannot deny say certain words we are then. Imagine say oh yeah tuntum
Yeah.
People will racially abuse you, death threats, and you'll be reading some and you might be and it will what get to you. Me I'm a TSA, me matna Korea swear. Ya de akaka duro afa me baby a mama nyi. Se me ba obroni krom. Na se obi ka say we ade a. Na sere twem. But omo no do omo color na black. But how ye pampa nipa, ye treat nipa say mental health na depression na omo na chi omo no. Omo e chi omo a class you can see it having a tool. Yeah, achi am ya na mu an ye hu kura say is depression enu ni na manfo ka no. Nti different what I say. Nti no I also to mission hu ye. Ne ma me ne papa na also make sure say o me mo wa den odo na otuto speakers ye dey di approach ti also ye den oye careful because just one bad injury, one bad moment, they can dwell on it and
what
it
will
affect
scared about is that this party ye hu party dey. This party girls here no the bibia
what ababa be shower
and the media will support it because ababa ko abami.
Yes. What I say, I also hear careful near the moment share transfer news. Say the big one, Hugo Ekitike, and people are drawing ahead the conspiracy. Say under no circumstances, and a Newcastle will be our mono PSR last year in Komokrano, or Masu Yeshua home. Under no circumstances, and Ombako Kofa Lanka the number. What that amount, or Umbefa Umbin war Isaac ne. Hugo Ekitike in the same lineup. So people are saying Liverpool, Appijem and Fabrizio are report say Liverpool still want to sign Isaac
yeah,
to come and lead the attack. Na afi Hugo Ekitike and so no I replace no Newcastle. So that is what people are saying. Let's talk about this particular time and other transfers.
Hugo Ekitike profile now is similar to Obite Alexander Isak and until it's a Newcastle share. So mbetimi ni Hugo Ekitike di nkomo and until na ne ometimi Raymond ne Frankfurt for nkomo ni gusu koso se kwan bia so no mbetimi aheso mbetimi the boy na ba. Then they can now sell Alexander Isak to Liverpool. You who say reports about said now Liverpool muso betimi aton and him say Isak moving from Newcastle to Liverpool wouldn't cost Liverpool lesser than 150 or 140. In say Newcastle betimi nya 140 cash if we Liverpool who are meaning say now they can get a replacement who they believe they can get to the level of Isak because Ekitike with the height with the aerial balls with TV short power and BBR on Isak with the same level. But one thing is Isak about the Premier League, you know, why more established. If you take Hugo Ekitike 1 or 2 seasons and send with Timmy Jinan and now award the Premier League. Now sure on player near friend Calvin Wilson or no say or may releasing and they only team limited. Hugo Ekitike bar on the Babel number 9. Ekoya and Koyo Bejini Mabo because the club Minjin said they will go in for him. And na Frankfurt here say 100 to 80 so Mutimiji will play and one they will buy another player. So Liverpool say Isak deal no because in him say Liverpool ma admire Isak ache. So omo say the likes of Chelsea mu ni conversation umbium teams are kese no mbetimi yiska to ho ni umbium dia and the omo Liverpool be economy Newcastle dey come. Newcastle here ska. Those say Oshe financially they are one of the most stable clubs in the Premier League
because of Champions League. Yeah.
But Oshe as a now na omuntimi inject iska bebre into their club even though say omako Champions League ba kumienu but in him say football ni ska wunya no eno na ese wudi untimi nkofa ska fofo wo be say bia wo owner wo scanty o inject wo nti ene so omutimi nya Isak to Liverpool 140 150 now they can go for Ekitike at 80. I think they are similar profiles, but experience-wise, the Isak winning maybe Liverpool, where Newcastle, and so he say he can come into a team and there is less pressure. No team may develop it than moving to clubs like Chelsea, Ubaya. We are expecting you to do something. So with the likes of Elanga, the likes of Anthony Gordon, would be able to help him for him to do well. I think the EPL bit me fits in a year. Amanyama Kwe. Say Liverpool so here on the Bayern Munich in common now deal. I think Bayern Munich. Or she said that left winger no betimi di obi aba be show yenim say Kingsley Coman the likes of Ghana Brimu any Sani mu na no mboda we any Sani etimi free ho kofa na bachi abeka Ganabri any Coleman open more direct goal scoring wingers are players we no more direct but goal ni hye no ade ba ko problem mom nti no mo hwe say Luis Diaz betimi de na ba but I think Luis Diaz kwan bi so no only Liverpool for AD ni ye kakra ma me because on several occasions Liverpool am obi ate ase say omo nyo madwen so omo ton player no nti ene wa this ka be omo nyo madwen so omo ton either say o this ka ba omo ntimi rejected that is from 80 to 100 ene omo nyo madwen say Luis Diaz some person otena because one no omo hwe so mbema Darwin Nunes akọ na Jota nso wuo ni nso be shame nti ene they need available players ene o matiska koto Florian Wirtz onu be obetima abo from the left wing obetima abo as a number 10 into no more say Luis Diaz better but from the player side any player any agent na it say omo who available ma clubs ni bi especially the likes of Barcelona Luis Diaz na what can so nya Barcelona obebo and now Bayern Munich in so atirim ska Bayern Munich jaba no and so Liverpool fu ni nti ene omo hwe so mbeja Luis Diaz amana kodia omo hwe say at least 80 to 90 million yes omo timinya na so mo hwe for other players on betimi akọ enim say Liverpool eni tete ho Rodrigo nti so timinya 80-90 from Luis Diaz obetimi send say scan akwa Real Madrid akwa for Rodrigo na ndi Isaac beka ho mo front three no with Rodrigo Isaac Salah on betimi ahwese nyama ebetimi akoye ho nti ye hwe say Bayern Munich betimi improve your offer na with salary and our wages there any problem ma Bayern Munich and Luis Diaz Bayern Munich betimi man up to 200,000 that would be 4 times sika oju with Liverpool. And I think anunti and the agents any player no himself no a pushy for the move because so uji 50 na amount 200 150 na ba be kan ho mu edu ye. They now the 50 ni and 150 obetim da ya mana bro. So nti na ba be a big concern ama Liverpool. Say no betimi atai player ne down but I think say anyama akọ no betimi eja mana akọ. If they see say Rodrigo availability no okay, so betting now for Liverpool. I think okay 2 players now. Rodrigo would fit into the Liverpool setup no more because of the left wing position. I rule why not James or person buying over 2 years. You mean that position in boy. Yeah, Victor Osimhen and the Galatasaray in Napoli in Sem. I think Victor Osimhen who you actually the who you actually in a year pan because you see I would July NGB a transfer window ni be close. Na transfer window ni be close meaning say either so be returning to Napoli. Now Napoli no be returning to Antonio Conte from the start of the season. Na last season no your best last 2 seasons your best player ampono. Wanye na James Obemanabo. Ne ya wetimi aje league with the likes of Lukaku mu na ba benya chance abo. Na negotiation na kwa kosi se Galatasaray. So mbetamska that is 75 na kwa koma Napoli ni asem. Ene adenti aska na kwa kodu sa ne say Napoli for your margin says Italy na beto Victor Osimhen omo 75 to 80 because only omo na ebebo ene omo mpese omo beto player ma ewo sika we eboa ewo fema o de player ne ba be 4 minutes nti ene outside that is Italy no omo 65 to 70 Ali lad for be remu with 70 full cash send come the ba fa player friend Victor Osimhen and Victor Osimhen personal terms one penny inti ene nkomo ekoso between Galatasaray and Napoli ne say Galatasaray so no enimu ya de skade oni bi won ho inti ade o mbetimi an ne so mo imagine so mo de 40 beto ho ama Napoli that is 40 now afi de ne add-ons ana bibi a friend say sell on clause any nyama on person mo ye no matchimu that is 35 no mbetime to area 2027 and on person mo twimu ko to area but Napoli for said there bi sa offer no mo ni nje ho ti offer Napoli nso e de ato table ne so de mo nie say omuntua 40 na omo ka no 35 na aka no on person mo gi answer at the end of 2026 na afedi omunim se kwan bia so no Galatasaray betimi aton Victor Osimhen in the next 2-3 seasons inti ene so mbeton omodia omofa salon of 15% nso nka ho emom inti ene na ba be akasa between 2 clubs omohwe we hwe se 2027 metime tu iskana ma Barcelona na o se memfa nka ho ni de memfa nka ho Napoli nso hwe se fa salon ne ka ho na afi de memo up to 2026 na tu iskana wi ene ababe we inti Victor Osimhen why na dream say Galatasaray team need onya obebo because last season okoji ni din ye o ho ene onya osan be kwa koboba sia sikane na ababe problem ti Napoli ene Galatasaray from now to the mid of August so mbetimi atoto nyama ye ne ska sem netimi akoye o hwa now no ade e che clubs mu mienu years no we hwɛ 2027 that is Galatasaray and Napoli nso hwɛ 2026 and a Celon which about be a bigger factor because onu nim sɛ kwan bia so no Galatasaray beton Victor Osimhen either to a big club in Europe and now obekɔ Saudi nti sɛ obekɔ ɛhɔ dia 1 year obeji 100 million plus sɛ Victor Osimhen performance the cost nti eni sɛ obeji say scan dia ma ensu yentimi ndidi mu bi nti ene conversation a ɛkɔ so Indra mekan ha say FIFA Club World Cup player also many year John Arias na ohwɛ performance oda na di Emma Flemunezi 27 year old ene na obi anim no enye FIFA Club World Cup na nke ene nka ogusu bo ne ball Brazil a obi anti ni di ene Wolves ewemu so mo pese mo kofa that is John Arias aba Wolves ene yomba mbebo na I think ohwɛ ne style of play ohwɛ na ho odin owo ohwɛ the way he's good on the ball even FIFA Club World Cup share some amazing free kick bia he would add a lot to this Wolves setup intene se Wolves edi 20 million na akwa to ama Flemunezi ohwɛ FIFA Club World Cup ska omo fire na Wolves send 20 million samba be pay omo so ultimu se tournament no mo buy na esi omo yie papa intene John Arias oba be the medicals Wolves ename no so no so ba be ye we a friend is saying Wolves player na season be start on the 15th of August obetimi agine mu abo ama Wolves ene Arsenal ayo madwen so mo yo mo transfers ni tem and sana at the end of July no metimi atoto omo nyama bibia ye there are 4 players Arsenal wo hwe se kwan bia so no ombetimi ni omewie ana nyama betimi akoye na afede ombetimi start on pre-season and next season ejuma eda Arteta so ye especially say ba ne say yento yenji Premier League na yenji the Champions League edo menima ese Arsenal for etimi tutu omunyama yi nti players miensa na omo hwe se ombetimi atoto onyama yi ame na bibie etimi akoyi amomo no ene Arsenal for ehwe nti se ehwe players miensa na obi te no ni Madueke ene ometimi ewie bibia that is 52 including add-ons ene bibia betimi akoyi ama Arsenal enche ombe announce and I think by next week ombe announce no ni Madueke sisi o England and recent video ehun abontin no concert we oni Jadon Sancho mu ene Chukwu Emeka mu no mu Germany nti ene by next week Arsenal be announce no ni Madueke ama ba be come in 1 year be kan as na Chelsea hwem say Arsenal for ntimi player ne nko into negotiation year na mbetimi ewie makwa konya no be ene Arsenal for ama Chelsea for acha say player ne de no so pay more playing time Germany need negotiate in 1 year onye right winger senior Arsenal fans be who last season or more of a number 10 into a name GD said there've been a lot of conversation about Obenya game time maybe times men find say Odegaard games almost feel say be a game waiting me for Odegaard but and now Arsenal were almost getting to 5 competitions on Bebo to be do baby so team see Odegaard so he'll get more time and or her son no so bet me renew the contract ama be akoye Sporting for and so any Arsenal Victor Gyökeres say akaka ma mo wie because there was a distance between two clubs and 5 million Emma the least conversation about na Sporting director ni buo fu ye say Arsenal for it meet to anoni Madueke sika dia 5 million no mo fa mbeso so enye sa dia Victor Gyökeres I na so mba training and form ho in the next 3 years no make keep your player kopim say the contract be and the free your contract so any team dia negotiate ya obetimi no ma negotiate be nay 64 million and Arsenal so make can in our boom including add-ons no mo dey akwa Sporting for no metimi enya that number 9 Arsenal fans ni su so mo hia amana ba be she goals amom nti ene wo hwa the last signing no mo hwe so mo dey ba be kan you say defensively Arsenal are one of the best in the Premier League more the likes of Saliba the likes of Gabriel any Kivi or mo Kaliafo you na timi board that particular position be do be bia injuries tisimo omunya like to be able to be more stable in games ye hu time as Saliba any Gabriel injuries see mu no nyama ntimi ankoyi amom ten no say omo the player be from Valencia I friend Christian Mosquera aba be come hu ene or quality player height the ball playing ability ni bibia ade ba ko de ba be kan Arsenal team no 20 million and Arsenal has some beto ene Valencia for ama player na ti ase say obetimi akọ ye the bibia and medicals ni bibia wa Arsenal or ba Arsenal player and Arteta these are the 4 players or her say before the start of August omu na ba be kan set ni ho bibia be correct o hwe striker o hwe a right winger and a left winger obetimi abem Saka ni ho a that is not Madueke. A defender on who's beating me about Boa Saliba, and they also player a friend of Gabriel, and also their homegrown player friend in 1 year. We are not Bernard Jones or not him. I think Mikel Arteta to Nyama na next season. Why not join the Premier League now? The Champions League next or the Belgium Amas na ma bibia etimi akoyi
Okay.
Yeah, listo. And me transfer no. Person me from United or then me share the traditional clubs no more yeah. United there, and I think that listo. I'm very worried for United fans. Meaning say, if what United are doing, you know, maybe as a sports journalist, maybe we are okay with or more transfer business and how they are handling it. I don't know, but then yesterday I spoke to a couple of United friends and they are worried. I say, then United, what are they doing in this transfer?
I think that we made this clear. Say, their inability to qualify for the Champions League
has caused them,
and at the same time, the position of Mudi or league in him obviously will change their transfer policy and plan.
Yeah, but United is a big club.
Yes,
and if United need, when they were going for Jadon Sancho and other players, there are several instances that United and men qualify for Champions League, but they were able to sign big players or choose United.
Have you forgotten say Omu books and yet to say United?
No, but
Unji say in for one so about course a lot because I didn't say United fans ni bo send Vicente can mean so me down for United fans e din komo. Now as a club no concerns about be yepe loans and academy director then director, these are not things that fans the person want.
Me ba ti just a few Chelsea go through but Chelsea appointed business management and then or man appointed rugby nibi not Chelsea fans in the board for this is not what we want, sign this, sign that. So almost all realize say Charlie the near year netiti no I was yes sir any year day yeah almost like someone one thing I was say yet United books are not as strong as maybe I had a
you see
the Champions League no man qualify any day.
But the thing is, whatever say Jim Ratcliffe and they amount for Sir Jim Ratcliffe for a power, especially one of a year or more executives. And Sir Jim Ratcliffe by say like a Jumman Dawson and Daniel Levy are appointed the Altios 8 agency. It was founded by former United Old Trafford employees with intention say on the transforming space revenues. They what they did and they say, oh, said Todd Boyle by it. He had financial people, Americans are. They try to look into the loopholes, then how to transform Chelsea revenues. These are the people who are no more yes, Emma United. The leading Man United executives are or move us so say commercial revenues and then or move through when Sir Jim Ratcliffe. There's our cost cutting program. It becomes uncle for no and Victoria Timson more and other people no more this age one and they taught them for a higher more. Now listo. You see if you look at the United situation now, first I think the Glazers no whatever foundation they laid for the last 10 years no it is affecting the team currently. You go to a time United were not having a lot of sporting people, scouts, and now they have Omar Barrera and then will cost money any other people in charge of ASN and money. Now, people Obibaka say, Brian Mbeumo deal. They've not even been able to secure the deal. No, me who me mbia say Chelsea. Within since time at United, your man you say they are holding talks with Brentford to sign Brian Mbeumo. Within that 46 days, Chelsea have been able to win 2 trophies around that. So that it was even funny. But you see, listen to. Okay, United, there are a lot of clubs are more signing players, and now United, after spending big on Machons Kunha, who is going to be an integral part of Ruben Amorim team this season, and you see, United are shipping some of maybe Alejandro Garnacho might not be player, maybe they don't, but you see, listen to check United, almost statistics. The club statistics in terms of players last season always be acquire 3 players in the leading charge no in terms of Man United statistics. Sanye a friend is saying Bruno na ya Amad Diallo anya Amad Diallo na ya Garnacho and Casemiro. in terms of goals, we 2 players almost share goals more than Alejandro Garnacho in the Premier League last season for United. It was Bruno Fernandes and Amad Diallo. Again, we expected goals. Players and at least they were had no more expected goals also. It was Bruno Fernandes. The second is Alejandro Garnacho. Now you also look at assist and expected assist. Alejandro Garnacho used to, you can go through all the records and our statistics. Garnacho is there. And now I hear clear say United of 5 players are almost from the outcast. They've been abandoned not to come into any some back parenting. But even normal from some back. And even them coming back, they are not going to train at the time a team in Warhol. They have to come at the time Ruben Amorim and in the first team normal more training. So now Alejandro Garnacho, Jadon Sancho, Rashford, Anthony, and Tario Malaysia used to. Apart from Tario Malaysia, Obeka say, Opraya and Elon Coin and all these players were arguably and were so good wherever they went to play.
Malaysia G trophy.
Yes, but I mean he was part of the team nominee trophy, but the performance was not up there to these 4 players. Obidi said Rashford, he was very good at Aston Villa. Jadon Sancho was very good at Chelsea. Even Chelsea wanted to sign him, but because of wages, it's not meant to me and trigger deal. No. Now let's talk about Antonio Koino Biabonabaso, one of the best players in the La Liga last season. And then Alejandro Garnacho, one of the best players for Man United last season, despite the fact that people believe say won't live up to expectation because of the previous season performance. Now listen, you look at 2 teams Omudi first, second, third, fourth, and even fifth. Or more about the UEFA Champions League. And these teams players American, I've never seen any player or say he's signing for Newcastle because Newcastle is going to play in the Champions League. None of the Manchester City signings so far is saying they are going to sign for Manchester City because City is going to play in the Champions League. Even Liverpool, Crana Listo or G League, see the kind of reinforcement or and David Einstein reported for Athletics say in the Liverpool for no I started be holy talk say they would want to make their transfer record 120 million for Alexander Isak because they've seen say Newcastle for any who get ticket any entrant for the Omobaberichi agreement. So they believe that if they are buying Ekitike, who is also in the same profile like Alexander Isak, younger, and they believe that if Omu Trias Newcastle will be tempted to sell the boy. Now, Ucheki United Listo. Signings better than United although they haven't make any, they want to focus on the outgoings. But the thing is, when is the league starting?
15th August.
Is it not next month? August no can. Obiari say next month
Like
barely 4 weeks.
Almost a month.
A month now.
A month from now.
A month from now. And you look at Ruben Amorim's system. Now, what say when this coach buy him, the players they would have to adapt or buy Wasani players will be say Patrick Dogu. But the thing is, when are United going to offload these players and buy any players on my Baba this United? And there's been speculations that they want to try and see if they can sign Nicholas Jackson as one of their strikers. I think
it's far-fetched.
Yes. And you see, Ucheke Rasmus Højlund. Inter Milan was keen, but now Inter for no. They've bought a young striker, or player Biaba, or no Shebe barely says goodbye. They believe that he will prospects to become one of the best. So right now, Inter Milan, they are not even looking to Moka for Rasmus Højlund. Alvaro Carreras now and they walk Real Madrid. United and Yeska, he was a United player. United had a buyback clause of 70 million pounds. When no what Benfica. United and Trigas are clause no. Buyback clause no. So United had 20% of the deal release clause and the Real Madrid for Kochai, which is in the range of 43.4 million pounds. No. And the United for Benya 20%, which is about 8.6 million pounds. And the United for Sanso another percentage inside 52 million and Newcastle for Ekuko Chiadema Nottingham Forest for Anthony Ilanga. So arguably United might be having about 10 million plus pounds ewo omoha omenya. Now checking Newcastle list to Okwakobo again. He's been able to let some of the players go 4 players. Lloyd Kelly 50 million to Juventus. Callum Wilson say virus betting there to Swamia. Callum Wilson Echo Free. Jamal Lewis. And a player he wasn't getting playing time. John Rudy. They've at least been able to clear the books. And then they
almost
and make us say Lloyd Kelly they sold him 50 million or 2. That is defender. Lloyd Kelly wasn't even a starter. Newcastle team. He wasn't a starter. Newcastle team, but they've been able to sell him 50 million to Juventus. That is the Kelly. Juventus in the Club World Cup. He was playing. Now they bought Antonio Elanga, and they still want to make additions to Omo team. Now you look at a year teammate is Arsenal, Omo summer transfer, and they can say Arsenal squad depth, and then they are AD Arsenal. Now just to look at Arsenal, Omo window business so far this season. Ye only my dream say, and praying transfer window no. Especially getting players gone. Nti Kenya Dianka by now United 5 players. Anthony Bom Koboy Rashford. They've not been able to get them teams. Barely 1 man to the start of the season.
Say 3 are almost done.
Yes.
Arsenal.
And they Uchaki Arsenal then Kepa are done. Martin Zubimendi done.
Yeah.
Christian Noga done. If you can even add Noni Madueke.
Yeah, American say Madueke,
Victor Goykeres. What the one? I have 5.
And Christian.
Mosquera. So look at Arsenal there, no? And they, all these players, one way or the other, is coming into the team straight, and one of them is also coming to be a strict competitor or a backup to all of these players. If Arsenal are bringing in Kepa Arrizabalaga, it means that Raya can rest in the FA Cups and in the EFL Cups. Now, say even David Raya injured. They have an experienced goalkeeper in Kepa Arrizabalaga, about fitting so straight to how Mikel Arteta wants to play in the game. Now they have Martin Zubimendi, exceptional midfielder who is coming to replace Thomas Partey. And then in the absence of Rodri, he is the man playing for the Spanish national team. They also have Christian Norgard. In terms of interception, tackles, any players are normal record was through in the Premier League. He's part of those players, and they've been able to acquire Christian Norgard. Noni Madueke, one of the best 1v1 wingers in the league. Ababe Johnny or Mobabe a backup to Bukayo Saka. If Bukayo Saka any available last season, you know the injury situation, Madueke will fit in so well, and Arsenal are able and they are willing say they will help Noni Madueke to also improve as a player. And they Mosquera Eba. If Gabriel Saliba, any Gabriel Magalhaes anywhere, they believe that this guy will also fit in. People shouldn't forget that Arsenal say Kivo is not for sale.
Okay, so now we know pass it from when he's a right-sided defender. Mm-hmm. So it appears that they've gotten a year backup for Saliba. And Q obviously how
and they also have Ricardo Calafiori. Calafiori is a centre back.
So also anyway,
yes,
for
but on only versatility need to know. So Arsenal
and a right back, no, so almost 2 solid.
Yes, and people even as a year if you say Ben White was a centre back.
Yes. He's also a centre back. Arsenal and Daniel right back.
A right back. So with them in terms of defense, almost a shit team back. Now, Usha, it means that Christian Norgard ever be replacing Jorginho.
Yeah.
Martin Zubimendi ever be replacing Thomas Partey or releasing. Now they have Tomiyasu Efrimo, but then they don't have any problem there because
so on right back,
Ehoy is sorted. Nuno Tavares, Omaton 4 million. On plans will be and Kieran Tierney no left back on Suko free. Now let's look at Chelsea almost summer transfer. Although they have a lot of players that right now Chelsea for all my area where say they want to deal with the incomings first. Then after the FIFA Club World Cup, now coach, urging how Obeferre the new players how to integrate them. Paul Winstanley, any steward mo, any Joe Shod mo, they will also work on the outgoings. Now, Jemegate is about clearly a replacement for Jadon Sancho. Joao Pedro Abba, a versatile player who can play as a striker from the wings and also as a number 10. They have Liam Delap. Also Abba. Then these players, Chelsea fans, and the Chelsea hierarchy for whom impact. Estavio Willian Abba. Dario Usogo was part of a Chelsea team, no, and then Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg undisclosed fee. These are Chelsea team or so forth. Number of incomings and of already you know the impact of some of them already to their team. I don't remember Adrian say without the inclusion of some of these players, maybe winning the FIFA Club World Cup would have been difficult. Now, outgoings, no, they've been able to sell Kepa Arrizabalaga for 5 million, and they keep a Yoko Bemofi, Petrovic.
Okay.
Petrovic. Echo 25 million. Amagu, I'm 2015. Also cost Strasbourg. Marcus Bertolini day before the FIFA Club World Cup, and call Manchester City. So they are also offloading, and only by address say Raheem Sterling, Joao Felix, Kane Chukwuemeka, Renato Vega, Ben Chilwell, all these players. Now, with the next 1 week to 2 weeks, Chelsea are going to offload these players. You're checking Liverpool list or G, the league. Liverpool for Listo. They've brought in one of the best left backs, arguably. Only remember 2 or 3 left backs in the league last season. Milos Kekes from Bournemouth, 40 million, huge amounts. It means that they believe that Andy Robertson, since a year about Liverpool, they believe that one day the kind of player coach anyway. So they have brought in a player, but then Andy Robertson will deputize him as an experienced player and also as a leader in the team. And Milos Kekesi or corner one in the one, and yet Robertson bet my day as a bench. Now they are bringing one of the most exciting young attacking midfielders and also versatile players in European football. In Florian Wirtz, a record transfer, 160 million from Bayern Leverkusen. And after losing one of their young and one of the best right backs in European football recently, in the name of Abranta, and they had a threat Alexander Arnold. The Jeremy Frimpong from Bayern Leverkusen are very replaced now. And then they also believe that Alisson, in recent time, Optai Prepra. So let's bring in another goalkeeper. Georgi Madashvili, one of the young and exciting goalkeepers, and then they list to. I won't be surprised. They started season, not Georgie and the Dama. I won't be surprised.
Okay.
He's a quality goalkeeper. Or maybe a backup to a because Omaton Kelleher to another team. Brentford. Yeah. In 80 million, and they Trent Alexander-Arnold deal. No, they managed to get 10 million from that deal. Gerald Kwanzaa 35 million to Bayern Leverkusen. Nat Phillips to West Brom, and then they are also hoping say Konate transfer and then the contract extension. So they are hoping say you lose Jared Kwanzaa and then Maguire or work Crystal Palace. They want to go and bring that boy. So on no G League no. See the kind of signings are all here. Now let's go to Manchester City. City. They've lost Kevin De Bruyne. They've lost Kyle Walker. 5 million to Burnley. Now, check City here. They've brought in equally important players, and we saw the outcome. We saw the impact, especially for Ait Nouri, Tijani Reinders, and Ryan Cherki. The impact at this place at the Abba. And now, check City team. They brought 2 defenders during the January transfer window. Kushanov, is it the Rice? But now they believe that John Stones and Ruben Dias, they are still at the top there, but they will need players who will come in. And I hear Claire say, Josko Vardiol is also moving from the left back position because in Romania a left back in Ait Nouri. So Josko Vardiol will come in as a left centre back, I'll be paired with any of the right back tomorrow. And I quite clear say they will want to sign a right back because Rico Lewis no, I'm not going to mean one, and they've been playing Nunes on the right back position. And if Omutimi Ekoto a right back for Fred Neba, Nunes will also move into the midfielder. Never bet me at the album. So look at this Manchester City team. Tijani Reinders and then Rodrigo is back. Maybe Rodri will not be fit. They will manage him. But then Tijani Reinders can play everywhere in the middle of the park. Ryan Cherki, either as a right winger or as a number 10, he can play. And then Amakofa I don't know so about and they're also improving their team and there will be one more outgoings that ebe from team so diaba. And it will be the total most first crowd list. After January, Calvin Danso and they almost signing Luka Vuskovic, one of Croatia for young and exciting young centre backs. Amakofa ne buy any Omanu and they've also made Martin style deal from Bayern Munich permanent. Again, so Bekaya and no posty training pictures. There was this Japanese guy always now or your clothes. Una Obeka say be a song he mean. But this is their new defender, Kota Takai. No see I can man Kawasaki frontal. So Beka now the Asia for Champions League on boy. Only General Ronaldo Suma Branson Binya hype. They bought the boy from Kawasaki front 5 million. Even if say Romero deal no some say Christian Romero be leave you cry. They still have players covering that so about January. They have a lot of defenders. So if from January to now they have 3 defenders. Omdo Mabe count the defenders they have right now. And again, they've brought in Mohamed Kudus, one of the exciting players in terms of 1v1 ball carriers in the Premier League. Omo Denaba. Okay. And look at the outgoings. Højbjerg, Sergio Reguilon, and a lot of people, and they are still trying to bring in more players. Obi they say, not time for us for playmaker. Gibbs White. We also come and join them. So now let's look at Manchester United there. You look at United for there now. Apart from Matheus Cunha, any Diego Leon, Sarah Crack, we saw them come for and free, Ayesero Porteno buy now. They haven't done any business. But then there's a club, Abeka said, since Eric Ten Hag free honor. I was saying, come on, and consume here. Or business, new owners aba. Do not do I say, or your cat, you cost cutting. Obia, or proper honor, more pronoun yet tenor. No, you 5 for free, more 5 from Betty.
I think, look, Man United issue, no, they had it wrong with Eric Ten Hag. After OJ, Obo, bad season now, or far home be share Man City. They shouldn't have backed him.
That's the thing.
Because I'm backing, no backing. And then I'm years, and that was the first time. Now the new ownership, no. Ineos for no. That was almost first signings. And you know cover.
But I think normal. You who Todd Bowley mobile with Thomas Tuchel, so I'm cover. We have friends and Koulibaly, Sterling. So in their first transfer,
and you see that mean that some mistake now Todd Bowley mo yeah. Still now they are still paying for it.
That's that one.
Now they were able to ship other players out.
More out.
Now aka omoma de omaka. It was a mistake. So maybe I say be a Chelsea I had the same mistake. You know clearly said this is a coach. Overall, analyzing his season overall, you realize it
was a poor season.
It wasn't with just a FA Cup no why the waje. And I'm backing new way my backing about day. I to talk sa players mo. So I'm going to go nana buy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to delete. I'm going to go for
Mazrari, yeah.
And say Ugati. Chale. That was a mistake on me. And then you know, on say we mun take over. Chelsea they take over Roman Abramovich then. So how 1 billion almost spend was set up to say whoever buys the club will get money to spend. Now say 1 billion, right?
Yeah.
Was set it to but we mun dey ntisa.
And you see, me, after you see, one thing I'm gonna say United for because the ama Mbome deal no one or the other it will go through. But the thing is, this is the coach who checking the defense one. Akwa say and Elicha is back. And me, I have high hopes that Ruben Amorim, he's an intelligent manager. Although upon the 3-back system, but also the 3-back system, he has several ways also the attacking. Say Enzo Maresca need then say he has to take control. Or we see a coach or boy a 3-back system. Also then say let's take control of the game. He has several ways of be attacking. Now when this coach was coming, I'm gonna present his profile man. He told the United hierarchy say it's going to be difficult, and the United for now Madrid say they are going to back him. And the Ruben Amorim released to next season. So far they are not going to sack him because when Eric Ten Hag was
coming, sack him.
No, you see, the thing is, that is what they've been doing for a while now. United, Coach Weber, 1, 2, 3 years time. No, 1, 2, 3 years time. Look, and now they are willing, say they are going to gamble and do also may rebuilding.
They will not do it.
If the rebuilding comes,
let's say by
that's I feel a coach. I feel about rebuilding. I feel about
by January
that half season and come
home. I know, let me say, by January, because you see, we hear how dynamic Pep Guardiola is. Even Liverpool coaching, Chelsea coach, he says, we're winning the trust of Chelsea fans and owners and how dynamic he is. Now we share even Arteta, and so Senaja what in the way what me and or no beat is our win. That's almost starting almost 4-5. Arsenal winning 10 matches at twice, Chelsea winning 7 matches at twice, Liverpool winning way. Mama Liverpool got Mama United got best. They said their last season, and it is likely if they don't buy about best 3-4 players, I'm fan in Bremen. I'm a man who can't win one. They will face the same way. You see, but if you look at the quality, now Chelsea still want to
teams so
Adia Massa. You need to catch up.
The internet maker say if Ruben Amorim had not lost the Europa League final to Tottenham Hotspur, and how United fans and some of the people would have been different. Because at that time, or in half season, you say,
we need
yes, nothing that's he ultimately the team called Europa League final. And you're Champions League football. But now this is the team. People also believe that only Champions League football, so some of the players. But now, you see, me, Ruben Amorim team number at least two. United were struggling last season. Injuries. They were struggling. And Joshua Zex's new match to Holland, they were not delivering. Even a timer, Obaya, Obema, Amad Diallo. Ebe improve Amad Diallo. Abrante Benya former or something. Or something try. And at that time, they had lost key players. Rashford Ko, Sancho Ko, and Anthony Ko without any replacements.
So no more Mkoi.
That is what I mean. No, because at that time the players were not performing. At that time. And you see that pressure alone. And you see, Uchake United squad currently are listo. Mimi, if some of the players stay fit, and I know say Oba 6 months, a lot of Oko and no one say Charlie league in the idea. And where's the means that Obe team double UEFA Champions League was the Europa and Super United, how they were performing in the Europa League was quite different from the Premier League. It was strategy. Omuji say, let's focus on the Europa League. Now, any intimi NG Europa League, you play in the Champions League, and your Champions League football. The reason why Victor Gyökeres is rejecting the coach who made him is because of Champions League football. So one, they losing to Tottenham Hotspur in the final. And me, I believe high in this coach, defensive oriented coach and possessive oriented coach. Was doing at the under Mourinho. Was doing at the under a lot of coaches. And Osha how an sporting ball list. If these United players, I think that defensively
now players when on the boss are
I don't remember Becca say last season. Now checking the defense. No more pra. If they had Licha,
Amorin befa Man United ne. Man United are 7th. And they are the back.
You see, and I'm bet you say, before United, no, other 7th, no, Oba United, a change of system, definitely the players will not grasp it. Adapt shorter, or the Mammy me point to better Massey. Adapt shortest, put me for 6 months, no, and judge this young coach because Oba, no, players the bra no more Omoko. They didn't make any special replacement. I'm not gonna say Ten Hag buy. They bought him. They play or no player no pay. I'm gonna find buy 2 players. I think Mazrai by January, right? Mazrai buy or buy. So Mazrai, then Dogunu was a player from Onono in the style of play. And we have Patrick Doguna. In the style of play, no, every side wing back on, every sweetie Patrick Dogu. That athletic player be running in behind it. But you see, I'm looking at United, you know. Mimi issue is say right now, they are failing the coach. I clear say Onana. If Onana now, he's not the ideal goalkeeper. Also United for Edinburgh now.
Champions League in normal spending. That money is not there.
And I make us a list right now. No, when you Champions League, no,
I'm qualify for Champions League. Hey, coach in this idea in your brain.
Coach, no, why then?
Ordinary rain in our Europa. Thinking so,
with this performance now, United players no. So the only route
was the Europa.
The easiest for United was the Europa League. Couldn't buy a
but meet me catch on says the Europa no. Senior can say Amorin who believe you in and tactics is good. The best ones the Europa, the players were just playing their hearts out.
No.
To be able to get there.
If you say that, then you are not being fair to the coach. He's the coach of the team. Oh. So yeah, judging performance. So can say the Europa. So the players were playing their hearts out. So he's the coach. Whether the players or the
Premier League performance to the coach.
And I'm sure say it was a deliberate attempt. Say we only have one route. Because at that time, Africa been here for me free. And you're looking at even time on that 7th now will come. I'll make drop in. At that time, now check it or that 7th. Any team now that 12 now. It was just 4 points. And even the points between Ono and Liverpool, it's impossible for them to catch up.
I don't think the Man United fan they're expecting Amorim to win them the league.
And I'm talking about the Champions League spot.
No, when you came to a team, you had a chance to qualify for Europe.
But he had ways. And I'm just it was a Europa no prioritizing. Was a way or the qualify at the Europe.
Okay, and you know that it's been decided in 90 minutes. And I will lose you.
And I made sure
90 minutes compared to 15 games.
Whatever 90 minutes to 15 games. We'll take a risk. Okay. And at the end of the day, we'll
enjoy.
I feel no one started a proper season with pre-season. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, that time I can say, they are feeling say United will 6 goalkeepers. Cecilia check here, Onana, and Bayanda, no more fine by. Now it means that United need a goalkeeper. Check on defenders. To me, I think say Patrick Dogu, that left winger position, he's going to play. And then with Lisandro Martinez coming back, Nelly Yoro, who's also one of people United for believe is going to be the future for them. Then maybe Mazrai or Matis Deletombe for me the wing backs. I had the 3 center backs, and I clear say the coach will play the Ivorian international Amad Diallo as the right wing back. No issue Quinda because always one of the full backs and then the wing backs. He prefers a natural winger to play there. Someone who can track back and help the defense. That side. Now, check it in defense. And my own pictures of Casemiro. I think he's in a good shape. But Casemiro shouldn't be part of a long-term plan. And Manolo got to Obaye when they lost Scott McTominay to Napoli. And no checking Man United midfielder. Uyi Kobe Mainu. Uyi Casemiro. Uyi Bruno Fernandes. Uyi Mason Mount. Now you Manolo got there. Amama Kanina academy players. So United midfielders currently Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, Kobe Mainu, and Manolo Gatti. I'm asking myself, with the exception of Bruno Fernandes, which of these midfielders will start in the teams are the UEFA Champions League? And United should be buying midfielders. But now they are not doing so. and they'll check it on my attackers. They have Matthew.
Casemiro no got in an Esaba.
Yes, that is what I make a know. So with the coach, I can't say. I don't me sure say by now.
Me about would you say Amorim and my team no me share Arsenal video be where Arteta mom every player and an option. It be the first player ni but it went to me and there's an option.
Bro,
would you say
trust me.
Would you say
Ruben Amorim they will definitely will have players or person on form bra. Me friend no was sporting.
What is
that me friend no was sporting. Before my best started on my baby he requested say he need that midfielder. But now the thing is, the United hierarchy, no, they are doing cost cutting.
They are doing players be Champions League.
Enter make sure say.
Any player now over no.
Any player no bano.
Man United,
they have to clear their books before make me assign players.
But they need money.
Mbomo deal no. That is the reason I make say.
Me say Oman to me Anton Garnacho, Rashford, any a year won. Sancho. Opa sa 3 players we say omo ntumi move and free United to me sample be again.
And the funny
see
thing
how
is
they are even struggling
these 4 players and so you've been able to downgrade them to the extent say
and you see,
now you wouldn't make enough money from them.
The money Sancho was 300,000 a week United. Rashford 350,000. If they are able to sell these players, it will clear their books massively. So with me Ruben Amorim, ne front train akwa clear say Sonya a year so nya Mbwemo Kunha or any one player it could be even likely say Kunha will even start in the 4 point then Mbwemo ne
so almost share way into more skin.
Yes, and I'm because they are looking for options because right now almost striker Rashford Holland
I'm up more skin.
They don't trust in Rashford Holland. It's not uncle. No team no be corner price no. So what I say?
What's your person prove your point for United?
And then the only player as a coach they believe in Joshua Zexi.
Only speed.
And that double number 10 role, right? Even Mbwemo any way back. So I think say United used to I'm worried. And especially
next
someone now me believe in Amorim, in the style of play, in tactics, how pragmatic he is in terms of defense, possession and attacking. I think say maybe he came to the wrong club at the wrong time. But United at
the wrong time.
Because Listo say this coach, what he taught something with manner. Now so you buy for him, he will deliver. What the Arsenal team in the man, he will deliver. What the Chelsea team now to manner, he will deliver.
How? You need to earn it.
Yeah, no. Yes,
uninspiring football. And thinking so Oko Europa League.
Amorim was sporting and he wasn't used to big name buyings and big players.
Yes.
Okofa, we a friend is saying Victor Yokres from Coventry, no Biampo, you see, and he made him into
the thing about big name buying and
you know your profile. You know the team you are coming to meet.
The thing is, apart from so beto a big name buying or beto player, or buying, he requested for Patrick Dogu. And no buying, Usha Dogu born now. Onyan show say be the best, but Usha in the runs now. Because how I know young buying, no be anti yes and runs. And the thing is, this coach will I call sporting. How many years not spending on sporting?
I think 3-4 years.
How many times on young time Eddie? This is a team of buying. The style of play, although possession wise, way born. Typical. I feel our best starting from afresh. But the thing is, even the players are about no more United are, or more key players. They are all removed. Or more United squad. Apart from Bruno Fernandes, tell me player. Then apart from Lisandro Martinez, no one home. None of the players have even been fit to stay consistent. Okay. Casemiro, meaning both Rotoko di obey kese. But now,
the Casemiro no buy no freezy Casemiro.
And I make at that time Casemiro be kese. And no prepare. Could be made no buy.
I'm now question marks one.
So
by next season.
So me, I think say if United team no, I went to me and make it swift signings. And my coach no, in the next 2 weeks. And team for my pre-season. And for my yeah, they will suffer because teams now more struggle. No? They are making amendments.
Wolves to player.
You understand? they are buying players. Check it, Newcastle team here. Omukako for Hugo Ekitike, they are coming team. Newcastle team, you know, they are playing the Champions League, and then they, I want to clear say, Omushe, Obi just said,
me baba Miriam kaka.
You do,
players.
Me ba, we do. Do no say, what's the Puma for Man City saying?
1 billion
for 10 years.
right now. In
100 million.
100 million a year.
And now almost Chelsea then. Okay, no, your shirt sponsor.
Yeah, share sponsor.
Front
I mean,
shirt,
Chelsea
60 million.
currently, I think tell me the team. The Barrows bet team that to
Man
sound.
United way. You share FIFA Club World Cup. You who players be on performing so good in this FIFA Club World Cup. Obite Wesley. And a Roma akwane ho 15 million. Obite Richard Rios. Inter money nam ne ho 25. Obite John Arias. Wolves edit 20 million ako.
So who campus is saying?
These 3 players are quality. You get these 3 players.
United, they have to sell. And then who will say 25 million? It's like 12. By just more money. No, you cannot tell me say Amorim and Amon United. They haven't scouted places here.
If you add them to this United setup,
you see,
they'll be able to.
And only a place I will say, but I mean, say, who believe say this place go United and you help them. Not who coach now, no coach man. One just one person obey driving.
Okay.
Right now he has players obelieve so the mobile team
Okay.
But now the club paying for not them buy. And obviously added to crowd mountain team. Ama a shake Jardim.
I don't know Joe Mupe. I can't get it to Senka. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the Baby Chelsea. Oh no. I can't get it.
I mean, I share in the Champions League games in our one. In fact, also be ma.
Okay.
I will name sorry.
Nam do you Black Queens or me in Kaka?
Okay. Yeah, more a minute. Now was I share. Yeah, Black Queens to me share 4-1. Mama qualified to the group stage for the first time in what 8 years.
Yeah.
Almost 2017, and almost to me free group, and they are meeting a year. Bobo kwa a friend, and as Algeria, what I know is more defense, more very solid near there. Yes, into no any news kakra there. O share a year games now. I mean family no, I mean mobile media no so na. And the matches in Bibrio, but I was say to me yes strategic. Now we yeah. Yes, Stoa Bucharest or Kwaway, Stoa Bucharest Kwaway, away win. And a Mamo FF bo home win. And a FC Kairat Amati home win or draw. And a Hamran Spartans FC any Venus FK Zagreus win. The new Saint Equaway omone aye Tetovo enable Tetovo home win or draw. Bobo kwa freno Kopavugo ene aye Ignatia enable aye win. Ana FK Budunost any Noah Chelsea and now for Noah enable Noah away win or draw into eno ya median.
Okay, into my comedian Mamo FF straight win ho emom. The New Saints game or ball me the New Saints handicap of 2 else our game and Stade Bucharest and also born also away win ho and Noah win or draw. And a dynamic mix only we Lugodate and a bomb corner street we away win and my Lugodate and a Rangers and a Panathinaikos Rangers and so win or draw into code no in the code no a 7 kill SY 7 kill SY a 8 odds MYBET.AFRICA.
Okay. Yeah. Me games for the Champions League, you know. Yeah. Few selected games.
Okay.
Rigas and Tallinn game no a straight win for Rigas, Malmo FF straight win, and Steaua Bucharest for no a straight win. And Argentina ne Uruguay and Mano, they will play double chance for Argentina. Code no, these are the few. So the code no 8K SY 8K SY.
Okay. Right now, me aduma a chance to be share na fe dey wo be aye to me e dey abram yakram.